we're back. Bit pleasant surprise for me, by the way, that I wasn't expecting. I was expecting the camera to come back to me. But do you know what? We got all 6 goals, and I think that's the first on this show. So, well done, Mr. Cameraman. I appreciate that. Right, with me, new segment, and it's all CFL. Winter League started today down at Wanstead Flats. So, Summer League just finished. We had the Gaza tournament last week, which, by the way, went really well. Congratulations to all the winners, and well done to everybody that took part. With me here now to discuss everything that's CFL. We have a new pundit, a face that might be familiar with a few of you out in Tower Hamlets, especially in the SIA and IFE world. To my right, we have Shuel, who's also a member of Bangladesh Football Association, member of the committee. So welcome, Shuel, and good luck in advance.
It's not a good,
yeah, we're expecting good things from you.
I'll try my best anyway. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
And a fellow northerner as well, which is always
that's
good.
what I was going to say. It's a northern takeover here as well, so it should be fun.
Always good. And to my left, a familiar face. We have Sanabai from, well, what can I say, part of the furniture in Tower Hamlets, an experienced and a legend of Bangladeshi football, and also does a lot of work at Osmani Trust for the community as well. Welcome to the show, Sanabai. Islam. And to his left, we have a new guest on the show, Mr. Ashraf Ali. Welcome. How you doing? You okay?
Alhamdulillah.
Good, good. You're part of IFE.
IFE team.
That's right. So are you the manager?
I'm the chairperson.
You're the chairperson. We're in esteemed presence here. Right, let's get straight to it. The game. I'm going to start with the first game of the day, the highlights that we just saw. For those that don't know, this season we have split the league in, well, there's 2. There's Premier Division and there's the First Division, 8 in each. And to be honest, it's looking very, very strong and very competitive. The first game we've just seen was between Mohammedan and Ace. Very close fought game. First half was 0-0. Shuel, you were there. Tell us a bit about the game.
Well, I watched some of the game, and then I did have to leave off quite early on there, but I did get a chance to speak to Akudus, who's helping Sadiq with the management of the team, and he was telling me that they got the first early goal and they were quite happy in the second half they did, and I thought things were going their way, and then the wind kind of got kicked out of them with 2 goals back to back, and he kind of felt that the team put their heads down. He was talking about fatigue as well, because a few of their players went over to the States recently as well, which you probably know about as well. So he was saying they've only got back recently, and they had a couple of key players like Junaid and so forth, that were missing. It was practically part of their furniture there as well. So the heart of their midfield was in a way missing in that sense, is what he was saying. But I think Ace, they did really well last season as well. So I think they've kind of carried on where they left off as well. So they've done. I mean, they came back from being 1-0 down first, then 2-1 down to finish 4-2. So it's a good win for them.
So they're looking strong again this season. Just running through the names in the Premier Division, we have Abahani, who won the First Division last year. Shadwell. We have E7, the winners of the first Premier Division last year. FC Bengals, London Central, East One, Mohammedan and Ace, as we know. And the First Division again looking very strong and very competitive. Newcomers to the league. We have 4 newcomers. Welcome, guys. It's a pleasure to have you on board. And like I said, the most important thing is quality as well. Brick Lane have joined us. We've got IFE from Tower Hamlets. We also have Elsa, who are part of E7, and Abba Feldi, who we talked a lot about over the summer, who had a brilliant cup run and won their respective league. So looking forward to finding out more about you guys. On the topic of new teams, I'm going to come straight to my left, guest on my left, Brother Ashraf. Tell us a bit about IFE and what you're all about.
Well, first of all, it's IFE, obviously community organisation. It's a Dawah organisation, so we do actually a lot of Dawah work within the community, Muslim and non-Muslim. So this year, obviously, we wanted to actually engage in the football industry, and we entered the football team in the summer. So because we have a lot of members who are young and active and energetic, so obviously wanted to channel some of their youthfulness into the football, and it's a good way to actually engage within the community. So we entered our first year in the summer league, and we did quite well, to our surprise actually. We finished in the mid-table. We started quite poorly first at the beginning, maybe because of players were a little bit nervous, not getting used to the actual competitive football in the BFA.
This team, though, this IFE team, are you all are you experienced footballers? Is it a youthful team or is it a mix? What kind of, how would you describe it?
We are mixed because the team is made up of from different members from across the different areas. So we've got players coming from Southwark, we've got players coming from Redbridge area, but obviously largely from Tower Hamlets. And we have got obviously partner organisations. We like to work with partner organisations like SIA. A lot of our players did play with for SIA team, like myself. I used to play for SIA A team, and obviously now I play for IFE. So there's a link with other organisations that we would try to actually get the experience. And so this year we decided to put our own team, but some of our players have been playing for different teams.
Okay, so who's your manager?
Our manager is in the studio behind in the studios. Akram. Akram is part of our is our manager, okay. One of the manager, and we've got actually Joel, who's a player manager.
Okay.
We've actually played today. Unfortunately I wasn't able to watch the game today, but I heard that he did really well as a player manager today. Well,
today's game, tell us a bit about today's game. I know you weren't there, but we've all had feedback. Social media is going a bit crazy and talking about IFE and how good you are. I don't think anybody expected. Brick Lane, another new team to the First Division and to CFL. They were singing your praises, and I think even they didn't expect the game to be as difficult as it was.
No, like I said, because obviously we started this slow in the summer league. I think we've now, as the days went, we start really playing really good football, and we start becoming very, very strong. The brothers become gelling together, so really is good. So today we obviously played Brick Lane, and unfortunately the first game we lost 4-2, but at the beginning, first half, it was almost 0-0. In the last minute, referee gave a penalty away. Dodgy, very much a dodgy penalty.
Dodgy.
And it was it was the last kick of the half. Penalty went against us, and they scored. But other than that, it was really tough. Our boys really did really well to defend, and obviously gave a quite fight with the Brick Lane, where Brick Lane has been playing quite a number of years, those brothers. But ours, we just at the beginning of the season, very fresh, new, young players really did well.
Okay.
I was going to say with Brick Lane, they came third in the Summer League Premiership. Don't forget, so it's practically the same team there that's come along here.
And was that their best season ever in the Premiership?
It was their best season ever, because normally they're fighting relegation. So I was speaking to Shakil about the game as well to get a bit more feedback on the game, because I didn't watch it, and he was saying that he was completely shocked at how well IFE came on board, and he thought that they played really good football. They played together as a strong team. I think once the penalty went, I was speaking to Akram Bhai as well, and he was saying that how your heads kind of dropped, and then the second half it kind of carried on that way there. But
yeah, we had a few key players missing today as well.
That old
we did. For myself, I usually play in the goal. I wasn't there. I couldn't make it myself, so we had to put one of the young player and Alimo in a goal, and he did really good saves. But not one of them is apparently loved from the halfway line.
Alimo, head up. Ignore what he says. You don't listen to that. Right, Sanabai, we've got obviously you're a veteran out of all this. You've played in a number of leagues. You're not playing today, but you were refereeing. You were refereeing one of the. By the way, before I go any further, the telephone number should be at the bottom of the screen, guys. So it's along the bottom. Please get involved in the conversation. If you've got any opinions, if you want to say hello to the guys on the set here today and talk about the games that you might have played, give us a call. We want to get you guys. It's your show. Let's get it as interactive as possible. Back to Sanabai. We were talking about the game you were refereeing. You refereed Aberfeldy today.
So FC versus Aberfeldy. Yes.
Tell us a bit about, because they're a new team, well, not new to BFA, but new to the CFL league. What did you think of them? The result was what, 3-1 they lost?
3-1. The result was 3-1, but the whole game was quite competitive. Aberfeldy really played well, along with Seoul FC. It was up and down stuff, so both teams really put in a lot of effort. It wasn't much in it. It's just that Seoul took their chance better, and Aberfeldy did not probably take the chances they had all throughout the game. So it was really competitive in the sense that both teams wanted to play on the ground. They were both physical in terms of the correct way. The refereeing was quite simple for me in a sense, because all the players seemed to want to play football, so they was playing the right way. So I was quite impressed with them, to be honest with you.
So 3-1, is that a bit of a flattering scoreline?
I would say the chances were taken and others did not take the chances. So it's about who takes the chances, and Seoul FC did take their chances quite well.
Okay.
So for that reason, you have to say they deserved it on that count.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, in terms of the gameplay, I don't think they were too far back. They were quite competitive, and they could have taken some more out of the game overall.
Okay. I'm also, like I said, I'm conscious of that we've not been through the results from today. We did have Premiership full fixtures in the Premiership, and also full fixtures in Division 1. We will be having them on the screen in a short while, but like I said, I just want to go through, I know I'm going through them a bit randomly, but going back to the Premiership, it was we started there. We started with a bang. First game of the day, E7 took on FC Bengals, obviously winners taking on runners up. Yeah, we've got the results on the screen. I'm going to quickly just run through them for yourself, okay. Shuel. The first game, like I say, saw E7 lose 5-3 to FC Bengals. Abahani won 2-1 against Shadwell. London Central beating East 1 3-2, and Mohammedan going down 2-4 as we saw in the highlights. Now, obviously, with what happened last season, E7 finishing strong. Was the result what you expected today?
I actually was predicting probably a draw. I mean, looking at how FC Bengals finished, because we were in the first Premier Division last season, and I think we played the last game against FC Bengals, and they were exceptionally strong. I mean, it finished 1-0, but I think the way they were playing, we were literally defending from the get-go on that game, and we played E7 before as well, and they've always been a strong outfit. So I was surprised to see that scoreline afterwards. I was playing at the same time, so I didn't know until I got off the pitch to find out what the result was. So it was quite definitely surprising. But in a way, don't forget, it was the winners and the runners-up. So they're already starting off exactly how they're meaning to go on, which is always a good start. Definitely.
Yeah. So, about you were part of FC Bengal last year. How do you expect them to get on this year?
I think they'll be strong again. They'll have a lot of players coming in and out. So the players that are playing at a very good level. Most of the players play at a very good level, as I said. So it's only good for the league. The experience they bring in and the challenge they bring in is only good for the league. I think they'll do very well this year again. Okay.
So, like I said, the other result of the day, London Central beating East 1 in the other fixture as well, and Abahani, who got promoted, they continue their rivalry with Shadwell from the summer, winning 2-1. And I spoke to Ashik. Sarabai, Shadwell is something that's very close to your heart. What's going on?
There is what I would say is a little change that needs to happen. It's a process we're trying to rebuild the team. So the so-called team that used to be doing really well, it's a rebuilding process. So we have to give them time.
Okay, and Ashik is your new manager now?
He is a completely new manager in terms of the first team. So he's been managing, say, the youth teams and helping out with the B team. But for the A team position, it's very new for Ashik, along with Raju. They're both working on this. Manju is still involved.
Manju's still involved.
But I think we need to give them some time to work their own sort of like strategy, work with the new players. It's going to take a little while. So it's a process. I'm hoping it's going to be going in the right direction overall. But it's always a change that takes a little time.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at the first division results also. I know, which is probably Ashraf Bhai's licking his lips, wants to know what's happening. And like I said, we do have a number of new teams in that division. I'll quickly run through the results before they come up on the screen. Brick Lane, as we saw, winning against IFE 4-1. Or was that 4-2?
4-1.
You said, you see, sneaked in as another goal there. So that's 4-1, the actual result. Poplar losing 8-2. The results are on the screen now, to Newark. Newark looking really strong this year, actually. So watch out for them. I think they're only playing in one league this year, so they're going to be a very healthy outfit. It's good to see them looking strong again. Yep. And Seoul FC beating Aberfeldy, as we've talked about, and Saya winning their first game of the season. So well done to you guys, beating the new team Elsa 4-2 in the first division. first game of the day. Right, guys. Unfortunately, we're out of time for this. Actually, before we leave, is there anything that you would like to say to your team and your club out there?
No, I think with the team, the first game, they really did excellent game. So despite the losing the first game, but heads up, we will come strong. It's a very young team. It's the first year. They really went into just play about with, get the taste of it, but we'll no doubt get stronger. I just want to finish off. Last week I phoned in, obviously I couldn't thank BFA because the IFE wanted to get involved, like I said earlier, on community spirit, community organisation. We entered the Palestine Cup, which we helped with along with various other teams. So it was really, really good that, thanks to BFA giving the opportunity and getting us involved. And we would love to work with the BFA doing such work, because that's the common area. So, we do a lot of charity work, a lot of, concerns for the world, the Muslim. So we want to help in ways we can. So if BFA, want any help, ask them by all means do us. So a lot of brothers helped from BFA last week with the barbecue and various other activities on there. It was really good spirit. It was community spirit there. It was really good to see that.
Okay, brilliant. Well, listen, in the interest of time, but I will echo that sentiment, and this is what BFA is all about. We're a charity organisation. We love to work with organisations like yourself. This is what it's all about, and hopefully it's the beginning of these charity tournaments as such, football related. So keep an eye out. We'll do plenty more in the future. We're going to wrap up this segment, and we're going to go to a short break. We will see you after the break.